Of John Lennon.
Yeah.
That's a really cool coin.
Yes, and it's a coin. And that's the thing. So it's his only coin ever from the Royal Mint. I think there's been, and someone called in and said when I said it's his only coin, I meant official Royal Mint coin. He had some other coin from some bizarre place, that was out there that's not like England,
Okay, got it.
So fair enough.
Well, now that's a true coin collector
I
right
get
there.
that. Yeah, right. And I get that. There's there's a lot of countries out there making coins. Whether it be Niue or the Ascension Islands or Samoa. There's tons of them out there.
Right.
But this is the Royal Mint. This is the official Royal Mint coin. So.
The Royal Mint of England.
Of England,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, they've been there, making coins for about 1,200 years, something like that. And so people say, when we go through these things, we talk about, well, John Lennon, and you want to talk. I don't need to talk about John Lennon. I mean, you know who he is.
Yeah, he's
and
iconic.
if you don't, I can't help you.
Well, you're probably not interested in this
You're
one.
probably not interested. You don't know who John Lennon is, but I think just about everybody does. I mean, just such a legendary musician. But the important part about this, like I said, would have been his 85th birthday. This is the official Royal Mint coin that you have right here. It's a big deal to be on a coin. I mean, they just don't put anybody on a coin from a major country, whether it be the United States. I mean, you look who's on a coin for the United States. I mean, circulating coinage, you have very few people. Mm-hmm. I mean, over the course of time, I mean, there's probably no more than 200 Americans that have ever been on a coin. Wow. And that includes all the commemoratives and everything else. I mean, it's a pretty thing. The Royal Mint's
it's exclusive group.
It's very exclusive group. The Royal Mint's no different.
Right.
I mean, he shares the coin with, King Charles.
Yeah, on the other side.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he, by law, has to be like on all the coins.
Right.
Okay. And actually, the interesting part is anytime King Charles appears on a coin, he has to sign off on it.
No kidding.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Anytime his image appears on a coin, he has the final say if he wants to be involved with that.
Now, you didn't get your hands on very many of these.
No, I think we're down to. We had 1,000, or
we're down to about 500.
We're down to about 500. Yeah. We sold 500, I think,
the other night.
The other night,
2 nights ago. And I want to show you the whole thing because it's really beautifully presented too. Like it tells the whole story. You see all these famous photos, and the one I think is the coolest. Where's that one?
That one right there.
This is the one they did the image of the coin off of, that famous photo. It's funny we're in New York City.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun to get us in on the coin.
Yeah, right.
But there he is, and then when you see the coin face itself, I really love the graphics too on this. It's an unusual, stunning piece.
Right, and like I said, legal tender, 5 pounds as a matter of fact. So it's it's a pretty pretty big denomination as well. And then normally when you get in these specialty coins, you're 79, 89, 129, 149, 179. The fact that it's $39.95. I mean it's really approachable, affordable, available.
Well, there's two things in the show, and at the end of the show, I shop for 2 items at the very end of the show. I've already bought. And I'm always, always, always searching for unique gifts to give people. And I want something that's very surprising. And again, I will reveal what I ordered before I came on the air in a little bit.
Okay.
But I really do. I love our coin shows because if you have any musician, loves the Beatles, just loves music in general, you want to give them a really interesting gift. I think this is perfect for that.
Yeah, I think absolutely the case. It's very difficult right now. Quantities on this are extremely limited. Like I said, it's like, okay, well, you had 500. I said, yeah, but I mean, we're one of the biggest coin dealers in the world.
Right.
So, it's not like I have 10,000, which is a number that we could probably sell here. I think the first time I brought in 500, gone immediately. And then, for the 1 a.m., I had 500 and that was gone. I have 500 now, and I have a primetime show tonight too. And this is going to be in the primetime show. So this will be sold out today again as well.
That's neat. And again, I like the fact that it's a very unique coin. And do you have people who really search the world for coins like this? They look for the most unusual.
Yeah. I mean, we send people over to. There's a big show called the Berlin Money Show in Berlin, and we have people that go to Berlin. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Looking for just
looking for coins because it's very much more international.
Huh.
So we always do the Berlin show every year, and then we're we have representatives at most major coin shows in the United States almost every weekend, every other weekend. I mean, we have a team that's on the road kind of all the time just looking for coins,
Right.
looking for deals, looking for anything that's out there. And of course, then, you know, this we found through, this was a big release. So this one we didn't have to hunt down. This is something that was pretty much eagerly anticipated.
Is it sold out
Well,
worldwide?
yeah, currently it is sold out.
Okay.
I mean, the Royal Mint would like to make some more, but they're in the same position everybody else is. I mean, they're having a hard time keeping up with demand for a lot of things right now, because it's not the only thing that they make, because they make all the regular money too.
Oh, okay,
You
got
know?
it.
You know, so they got some things going on.
Yeah, they're busy.
Yeah, they're busy. It's like, you know, the privies, you know, the mint, you know, they should have made 2 million or 5 million or 10 million, and they made 500,000. We were lucky to get those.
Yeah, and I've got to be honest with you, that privy coming up, you guys, I mean, everybody, when we launched it the other night, went crazy. And a lot of you already bought it because everyone was waiting for it. And it literally 2 days ago sold out. What we brought in sold out. And you worked yourself hard between 2 nights ago and tonight to bring in more.
It's funny, the reach of HSN, okay? A lot of that is the reach of HSN. So, and as I'm talking about, you know, I bought X amount of coins, and, you know, what we're doing with those coins, and, you know, there's a lot of dealers and like big dealers that watch this. And a guy called me and says, you know, I could spare another, you know, maybe 10